PioneerMing.
The what?
PioneerMing. When I was 8, 1963, we had spent a year and a half in Sebring, where my dad grew up. It was a furlough, just a little extended furlough, I guess. And Mom enlightened me. I didn't realize all this time I was thinking it was because we needed to carry back big appliances. Well, she doesn't remember the appliances part. So I guess I got that wrong. But they were able to secure passage on a freighter from Charleston back to Yokohama. And it was supposed to take 5 weeks. And it ended up closer to 7. But Dad was the ship's doctor. They had to have a doctor, and so he secured passage. And Mom let me know that it was really for the experience more than carrying things back, and it was great. We got on in Charleston. There were only 12 passengers, and we were half of that. And I only remember Larry Gall and his mother as being, I don't know if you knew those people, apparently went to CA, Larry Gall. I didn't know him from him, but I was little. Well, some of the things that we were able to do, I mean, they brought things for us to do. Obviously, 5 weeks, you have to keep kids happy. We had the run of the ship, but you still have to keep kids happy. And so they had things for us to do. But one of the things I remember, Dad being the doctor, he had syringes. And some of them I remember as being like horse-size syringes, big ones. And we would have buckets of water, and those were our water guns. So we had a lot of fun. We got on, like I said, in Charleston. We was inside of Cuba at that time, south of Florida, and then we went through the Panama Canal, and that was pretty amazing. We got to, be there on deck as they raised us up and then lowered us back down. This big, huge freighter. From there, we went to Honolulu. One thing I remember, too, about the Panama Canal were chocolate-covered insects of some sort. Some delicacy from something. Yeah. Anyway, we went to Honolulu, and one of the things I didn't know at the time was that there was a strike of people who would unload freight. So we had to be there longer. One of the things that happened to me was I jumped off a jetty. Now we're talking a jetty. And there were little waves coming in, a jetty at Honolulu Beach. And I jumped off and I landed just right. And I just totally knocked the breath out of myself. I could not breathe. And this wave was coming. This wave was coming. I was terrified. I just knew it was all over. And apparently Mom thought so too, because she was screaming for my dad. I survived. From there we went to Manila, and we got to visit with the Emmanuels, the Bill Emmanuels. And I think it was there, and as an 8-year-old, I don't remember clearly, but I think it was there that one of the daughters of Bill Emmanuel was my age. And we had the best time running all over... Margie, okay. We had the best time running all over that ship, and we had whistles, and we were blowing them until finally the foreman came and said, "Stop it!" Because that was how they were communicating, lifting, and lowering freight. So we were in trouble. We were messing up. From there, some of the things. In Manila, we also got to travel around the countryside. You wanted to talk about that? No. Oh, well, we got to go. Ice cream. The jelly coconut, the green coconuts. I don't remember this. Mom remembers this very clearly. That it was coconut ice cream inside or vanilla coconut, vanilla in the fresh jelly coconut. And it was just something amazing to her. And I remember star fruit for the first time. And I also remember riding in a taxi. And I guess this is a game taxi drivers played. You might know it, it's called Chicken. And so there they were. I mean, we were in the taxi and there was somebody else coming in. And we were, on the same path, heading towards each other. And finally, at the last minute, our taxi driver swerved. And my dad said, "Chicken." To the our taxi driver. We survived. Yes. Taiwan was next. We made 2 stops, and Mom said Keelung and Kaohsiung. I'm saying. And we, I guess, disembarked. We saw missionaries everywhere we went. Yeah. Yeah, I think that was arranged in advance. Is this part of the story now, Mom?